Start clapping. Right, ready? 1, 2, and a 3. Nice.
Cool, dude.
And here we are.
And we're back.
Welcome.
We're back at a podcast called Imagiknowledge.
Imagiknowledge podcast. This is your host,
Imagiknowledge.
and I'm John.
And today we're going to talk about the next three principles of the Kybalion,
Which are?
first we're going to talk about rhythm, the principle of rhythm, and then we're going to talk about cause and effect, and then we shall talk about the last one, which is the principle of gender.
Gender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me get my iPad.
Which one? The one that's charging?
Yeah, the charger.
Oh,
one.
shit.
Should be fine. Should got enough juice by now.
There you go. All right.
6% is enough juice.
Rhythm.
Yeah, so we got to talk about rhythm specifically.
So what does rhythm mean to you, man?
Rhythm means music.
Music. I was literally going to say the same shit, man.
Yeah, when I think about rhythm, I think
of
music. Yeah. So, but in the Kybalion specifically, rhythm implies polarity and vibration.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Because positive and negative,
Yeah.
you're oscillating. Because I also think of rhythm, I think of a pendulum. The pendulum
Which is
swing.
the pendulum, yeah.
Right.
The rhythm is the pendulum.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta, when they talk about it like that, it's like there are always gonna be good and bad things in life.
Positive, negative,
You know?
right?
But you gotta know when to detach from whichever you don't want to be super associated with.
It's very hard.
It is hard.
It's very, very hard.
But you have to do it. You
You do have to do it. It takes a lot of mental willpower.
Because nobody wants to be like,
Nobody wants to be a jerk.
nobody wants to be super deep in the bad, you know?
Yeah.
So you gotta detach to see that it'll go away eventually, you know?
Yes, sir.
And then when the good comes, you really want to be there, you know?
Yeah.
Because if you're not there, you kind of wasted that swing,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Because it'll go away as well.
Right. You
So-
want to feel worthy of that goodness. Because
Yeah.
if you're not, you're a piece of shit and good shit happens. You're like, fuck, I'm a piece of shit. I can't enjoy the good shit. You
Yeah,
know?
so you gotta pay attention to the fact that if you're in good times, bad times are gonna come eventually.
Mm-hmm.
So you just gotta enjoy the good times.
Because what come down must come up. Whoa. What comes up
Exactly.
must come down. Yeah.
And you could be wasting a good sized swing in the pendulum that could go horribly wrong.
Yeah, man. You can have you ever tried to stop momentum? One kind of fucking hurts. You know.
You can't really stop momentum.
No, but okay, so in context, where let's take this to anime really quick. Hajime no Ippo, main character is a boxer, up and coming boxer, tries to I'm not trying to say it's literally it, but there's more to it than that, obviously. But mostly he models his frame and fighting style after Mike Tyson, and he does the peekaboo boxing style, and he does a Dempsey roll. They call it the Dempsey roll in that show, but I'm not sure if that's an actual fucking thing. I'm sure roll is, but the Dempsey roll, I'm sure he got that from Jack Dempsey. Jack Dempsey is the first one that did it,
That's
bare
why
knuckle
it's
boxing.
called
Well, not
Dempsey.
bare knuckle boxing, but yeah, a long time ago. But the reason why I said that is because in the show he has a fighting style where he moves kind of like an infinity sign, like a pendulum, he's going back and forth, and then he gets caught by this one boxer, Ricardo Marquez or something. Please feel free to correct me. Please feel free. But he times the momentum, where he is, and he just jabs. So in order to counter that, he would do the swing, and then he would stop the swing. He would carry the momentum,
okay,
and then
okay.
he would use his muscles to go against that momentum, which hurt like hell.
Right,
But he
yeah.
threw off his opponent, which was in turn a feint, and
Right.
kind of knocked him out. But
Right, 'cause
it comes at a
was-
cost.
Right, because there was a rhythm being built.
Right.
And as soon as the other opponent catches onto that rhythm, you break that rhythm, and he's like,
Oh,
what the
shit.
fuck?
What the fuck?
It's like, I thought we were fucking dancing here. It's like,
Cool
no,
shit.
you thought we were dancing.
Yeah.
I set it up so I could smoke.
Fucking jab, bro. It's really
But-
cool. Go watch that anime, Hajime no Ippo.
It's good shit.
Really good shit. Makes you want to do road work. You'll know
Alright.
what I mean.
Here, the principle of rhythm, and then it gives you a little paragraph, that they always
Yeah.
give you. It says, everything flows out and in. Everything has its tides. All things rise and fall. The pendulum swings manifest in everything. The measure of the swing to the right is the measure of the swing to the left. Rhythm compensates. The Kybalion. All right. And then, closely related to the principle of polarity, the fifth principle states that between The fifth principle states that between the opposite poles there exists an inherited rhythm. The tide move in and out. We inhale and exhale. Everything in motion. Nature has its seasons, and so too do we. Understanding this principle allows us to recognize our lives and the universe's natural rhythms, so we can actually work with them, and rather than having them work against us.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
I have a good example.
What is it?
Doctor Strange, when the ancient woman's telling Doctor Strange, you cannot beat a river into submission. You have to surrender to its current and use the energy as your own.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I was like, thank you.
That makes sense. That, makes
That was
sense.
amazing.
And they always tie. They like tying the, like rhythm, vibration, polarity, all that stuff has to. They always tie it to music.
Mm-hmm.
It's always like, because rhythm is inherited. Like you can't have music without
Right.
rhythm. You know.
Exactly.
But the fact that it's music, it allows some type of predictions that you can make to where the music is going.
Right.
And the music will amaze you the most when you are predicting it to go a particular way.
So you orchestrate it basically. You organize
Basically.
it. It's organized prediction.
Right.
Yeah.
And the best music is when it's making you think it's about to go this way and it doesn't. It goes to a different place,
yeah.
but it sounds perfect.
It breaks your anticipation.
Right, yeah. So it's like you thought it was going that way, but now it's going this way.
You thought.
And now, but it still sounds amazing.
It is
you know
amazing.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And that's the best music.
for sure.
But in the law of rhythm, I guess it's just awareness, really, all that it is. Because there's not much you can do about the facts that there's good and bad things, you know?
Right.
But all you can do is really,
Recognize it.
yeah, recognize it and allow yourself to detach from whatever scenario you don't want to be in. If you're in the happy times, enjoy the happy times. If you're in the bad times, allow yourself to detach and acknowledge that it will swing the other way eventually.
Right. So basically, remember, the only way out is through. It can't be that shitty for a while. What comes up must come down. What swings left must swing right. Just hang on.
This is life.
This is life. The Kybalion.
How to apply it says know that nothing lasts forever and things are ever changing. As you get deeper into work with the law, you'll be able to work with your own emotional states to avoid dramatic pendulum swings of feelings. It's thought that eventually the master will be able to completely transcend duality. But if you're just getting started, try becoming more aware of the emotional state using polarity and rhythm to start getting more comfortable with the natural fluxes of life. Right. Makes sense.
That's kind of mind blowing if you truly can think about that. Because if he's like, and if that's true, then you can never get mad. Because once you're mad, automatically he's happy. And then like, just if he
Right.
can do that and master that to the degree where nothing can truly fuck with him, that is a legit true master.
Right, yeah.
But what do you become at that point? Do you become like transcended? Do you become
You could
like
say that, yeah. It's just really detached from the emotional states
right?
whenever it's necessary.
Do you feel like you lose a little bit of emotion at that point? Like, yes, it's kind of hard because you can rise above it, detach from it, yes, but does that mean you no longer feel it, or do you,
No, you
only
feel it.
choose to feel it when you allow so?
No, you feel it without reactions. So
Okay.
it's like being sad without the ruining your life aspect.
Okay.
Or
I
being
see, I see.
happy without also ruining your life.
Right. Yeah, I got you.
So like in the Jocko Willings podcast with Andrew Huberman, they talk about that where like when stuff is going good, like they say they do a mission and shit, and then everything goes well.
Yeah.
And they think that everything's so good that they don't have to do particular things because
yeah.
they're so good.
The
He's
pizza
like,
analogy.
yeah, and like he's like, hey, chill out, dude. Like everything is going good, but it's always something to improve.
Yeah.
So he brings up that part that they could have improved, so that they like kind of get humbled down a little.
Yeah.
Because they think they're the shit.
Yeah, that was
But
good.
they're like, hey, dude, there's always more to improve. Because in that same manner, they're slacking. You know?
Yeah,
But
they're
that's-
setting themselves, they're dulling their own edge.
Right, yeah. And then in the other way, too, like if your life is going to shit, you get too attached to that feeling. And then you're like, I guess this is just the way it's going to be forever. And he talks about that as well.
He did. He fired those motherfuckers up, man.
Yeah,
He was
so
like,
he's like, it goes both ways. You just got to learn that you got to balance it out.
Right.
You can't just be like, this is the way it's going to be for the rest of the time. Because then when the time doesn't happen that it's like that, you end up being like disappointed or whatever, instead of acknowledging that that's just part of the game, you know?
right.
Kind of fucks you up a little bit.
Fucks you up a little bit. Don't let it fuck you up.
So it's just basically detachment, but not meaning that you don't feel. but more that you're not overwhelmed by those feelings or emotions.
You can detach. You can space yourself from that to not
Right.
allow it to affect you, but you still kind of register it, and you're like,
Right.
okay, this means this.
Because
You're
there's
feeling that because of that, you know.
there's detachment in the sense that you literally don't feel anything, but that's called something else, no?
Yeah, a piece of shit. No, I'm
No.
kidding. I'm kidding.
Not like when
I'm
you're
kidding.
fully like going through a bunch of shit and then you're like
You're numb.
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 That's
Numb
it,
is
yeah.
the word. Linkin
So-
Park song.
So detachment does not imply being numb.
Right.
Because you can retach. Numbness is just literally
The
you feel
absence.
nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
And-
what I was really touching on. I hate to interrupt, but I was really touching on that. If does he become truly numb, the one who's ascended?
No.
But you said no.
No.
He's able to feel that, but to a certain extent, to where he doesn't let the reactions rule him. Where he
Right.
can still analyze the content of the subject of
Right,
what
yeah.
they're discussing.
Yeah, the emotions do not define their life. You know?
Yes, sir.
So they're capable
It's hard to
of
do that though.
It comes with practice.
It does come with practice.
But it kind of comes naturally to some people, to other mothers it doesn't, you know?
True.
So I don't know how it does.
It's also easy to forget sometimes. It's so easy to take for granted too, you know?
Right, yeah. That's why you had to make it into a habit.
Yeah.
So even if you forget it, you're good.
Yeah, man.
All right, that
That's
one's easier
rhythm.
to talk about. But
Oh,
you
for
have
sure.
like the law of vibration right before this one. Oh no, last one was polarity, but right before this one,
What was vibration?
right before polarity was vibration. Yeah, and that one is way easier to actually understand with the rhythm aspect, because vibration implies that they're moving. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And you're always swinging, but you have to talk about rhythm with the vibration one.
Yeah.
And in those is, in those within those
Yeah.
polarity gets.
Yeah, I
holds
was
them
gonna
together,
say
you know?
polarity comes in too, because you have a positive and negative, a left
Yeah.
and a right, a to and a
So
fro,
it's-
because swinging, you know. So
It's so hard to talk about one without
talking about the other.
Yeah, it's like, God damn it.
and he keeps telling us in the Kybalion, like, just remember, they all tie into each other, and they all share same aspects of each other
Right.
in and of itself. I'm like, yo, that's beautiful.
Like they're all working together. All right, now we can talk about the principle of cause and effect.
I want to shake my leg, but I don't want to move the mic. Whatever. Anyway, cause and effect. This is pretty easy.
You can put it over there. Grab the cord. and
Oh,
just
you mean
swing
like
it.
this?
Yeah, swing it right there. Yeah. Should be good like that.
There. Cool.
There you go, dude.
Very good, dude.
All right, now we got the principle of cause and effect. It is every cause has an effect. Every effect has its cause. Everything happens according to law. Chance is but a name for law not recognized. There are many planes of causation, but nothing escapes the law. The Kybalion. All right.
We got to break that down a little bit.
Yes.
Holy
This
shots.
one's super like,
Very complex.
it's like, wait a minute. But it does make sense though. Cause
Cause
like,
and effect.
yeah, right. Cause and effect. But for the most part, like the way you think leads to your behavior.
Mm-hmm.
So the cause is your thoughts, and the effect is your behavior. So your actions.
Right.
And then from there, you could even swing that even more. Like, what makes you think the way you think? Do you know?
Yeah.
You
I
know?
would accumulate to like that. Yeah, but I know what you mean.
Like
I was going to legit answer that, but that's not the
Answer it.
question. Yeah, you want me to answer it?
answer.
What was the question again?
What if your thoughts lead to your actions?
Uh-huh.
Therefore, your thoughts cause your action.
Yeah.
What causes your thoughts?
For me, just right off the bat, I would say your surroundings and like your programming. Like it could be societal programming, could be your parental programming, could be a lot of different fucking things. But I feel like people have a certain degree of influence on other people's thoughts. You know, also
Right,
comes in with
You can't help
monkey
it.
see, monkey do versus
Right.
also like a senpai has his kohai. You know, the dude's fucking a mentor. He has his student.
What,
So
master
you
to
see,
student,
yeah, we want to see like shit and how to be. You know what I
Learn,
mean?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So everybody needs this mentor. But
Okay.
that ties into what causes our thoughts is like we want to be like that person. We aspire to be greater. Or some people have that fire inside them.
Right.
Others don't, but I do.
So impressions.
Yes, and I don't want to be that lame person. I kind of want to be like, you know, hey, that's cool. I see a good characteristic or personality trait in you. I would like to embody that. So let me let me study that. Let me try to like see how I can embody that.
So particular impressions will lead to particular thoughts.
Yes.
So
And
like if you're impressed
yeah.
by a particular person, you're
or
gonna-
action. Could be a person or action.
Right, but it's mainly people that do those actions.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. If
So
you
it's-
narrow it down, yes.
So it's mainly people, you know. So you're basically impressed by particular people, and you try to not copy but integrate.
Embody. Yeah.
integrate what the fuck they were doing, because you think it'll benefit you somehow.
Yeah.
You know.
You can
Which
copy
makes
it to a
sense.
degree. Don't be afraid to copy people, because copying is imitation is the one of the best forms of flattery.
Right.
But you don't
copying
want to
implies that copying is like you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, don't be a sheep. Don't follow the sheep.
You know what I'm
obviously,
saying?
yeah.
That's
Integrate
why
it
I
into
was
your
like,
shit. Yeah, okay.
integrated
I
will
see
be
what you
best,
mean.
you
I see
know?
what you mean, because you don't want to be idiot monkey see monkey do
Right.
kind of. Let me see. Oh, you know, right.
You're like, oh, look at that, they're doing that. Let me integrate into myself to see what it can do for me.
Right, because
Yeah.
everybody's different.
Right.
Like everybody's life has certain aspects that they do or don't have, you know, so you have to incorporate it. You can't
That's
just
why-
do it because it may not work for you in that sense.
Right. That's why it's best to learn the concept instead of the method.
Right.
Because if cause copying will be legit just getting their method and trying to do it. You know. But if you understand the concept, you can come up with your own method of doing it,
Right.
which makes
Perfect sense.
it just makes
It
everything
just makes
work
sense,
better.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, absolutely.
It makes everything work a lot better.
Most definitely. And that is rhythm. And that ties to
Cause and effect.
Cause,
That's what's
oh no, I'm
cause and
sorry,
effect.
not rhythm, cause and effect. And
Aw.
that ties to my fault. Our thinking and how they're influenced and what causes us to think. So Alexis, you answer. What causes you to think the way you do? You know, you're a very enlightened individual, so I would assume you have a lot of
Maybe.
knowledge that you study
Maybe.
on your spare time. So what makes you think the way you do, man? How are you
My
so chill?
purpose. Well, purpose.
Which is share with us your purpose. What
Like
is your
for
purpose?
example, I decided to understand the way my body works, and you'll be like, why? Why will be the purpose, right?
Mm-hmm.
Be like, well, I'm kind of in this body. You know,
Right.
so understand the way I work will allow me to be more efficient in really anything. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so like you know how I always talk about trying to be immortal.
Yes, can't fucking do it, bro. You cannot be immortal. But hey, don't let me stop you.
So I'm like, so I was just going for it, and I was like, okay, if you want to be immortal, you need 100% capability of your brain, you know, and you will really use your brain at the best level if you understand the way it works.
Yeah.
So in
That-
this
I can-
aspect,
okay.
so in this aspect, my purpose was to seek the utmost health, aka immortality, you know. And then I was like, well, I can't really attain immortality if I can't use my brain at full efficiency, because I'm most likely gonna die before I figured it out.
Right.
You know? So then I was like, let's figure out this neuroscience shit. And I was interested in neuroscience mainly because of that reason. Because I was like, let's figure out how my brain works.
Right.
And now I'm here knowing about shit about my body. You know?
Shout out Andrew Huberman.
And others.
and others. And others.
Just neuroscience. Shout out neuroscience.
Yeah.
And then from there, you're just like, hey, I want to just live longer. And I want to be necessarily use your brain at the max.
You
know?
want to fully utilize your brain.
Right.
That's
by
that's
understanding it,
interesting.
you know, by
Mhm.
understanding it best.
Right.
And I'm like, that's the way. So mine was just guided by purpose,
Okay.
you know, in that specific scenario.
That's pretty dope.
You know,
I like it.
I was like, that's the way.
Let's
dude.
fucking go, bro. This
Immortality.
This is the way.
You can't be immortal if you're not smart enough or have the capabilities to reach that point before you die.
Right.
'Cause if
You're
you
searching
die-
for ultimate clarity, bro.
Exactly.
Fucking beautiful.
I'm like, how
Ultimate
do I work?
clarity.
And then by understanding how I work, I can tell others how they work.
Transcend.
You know, easy. Know yourself. Know everybody.
Know thyself.
That's the goal. You know,
Yeah.
understanding the way you work, and then people just ask you questions, and you're like, well, I found out how I work, therefore I know how you work. They'll be like, no, you don't. Be like, well, yes, I do, bitch.
There's biological
do.
shit. There's biological shit you and I both share. You cut me open, we both see and bleed the same color. So
Right.
in that sense, yes, absolutely.
But even psychological.
Yeah, I agree. It's just people are so quick to be fucking different that we forget that we're all really the same.
Right. And then even when they're like, you don't know me, but I'm like, yeah, I don't know the little details, you know?
But I am you.
But we are all one. And then from that aspect, I can be like, I don't have to know the details to know what led you to this point, you know? All I have to know is the concept of what gets you to that situation. Because
Right.
whatever thing that happened to you still was the thing that happened to you that maybe caused some traumatic experience or made you such a chill person or why are you so bubbly? Why are you so happy? Like there's people like that, you know?
Yeah.
And most people that are like that have reasons to be that way, you know?
Or they're
If they're
just
not
super
faking
fucking
it.
fake. Yeah, I was gonna
If
say
they're not
super
faking
fake,
it.
bro.
I'm talking about the genuine ones.
Yeah, genuine happiness is rare to come by these
the
days.
genuine bubbly people, you know what I'm saying?
They're out there, but they're
There's a lot.
annoying, bro. No offense, I'm
Well,
sorry.
it's annoying to the people that aren't like that, you know?
Yeah,
Or the
it
people
degrees.
that can-
It varies, I would say.
Yeah,
It
some
varies on
people
the degree.
can't really absorb that, you know? Because they're
Right.
like, you're weird, dude, can you stop?
Yeah, so
You
it
know?
makes people uncomfortable.
Right, because they're not comfortable being happy,
Right.
you know? They're so comfortable being a piece of shit.
Either that or they mistake their genuine for disingenuineness.
Right, but that's
because they
still
think it's
because they-
phony.
yeah.
But that's based on their point of view. Even though they mean me
Right.
well, it's up to the dude. So.
And that's because they haven't been around many people that are genuinely that way.
Or they're just genuinely just unhappy.
Exactly. So they don't really want to acknowledge the fact that others are happy.
Yeah.
Because then that just brings them to a lower
Yeah.
level of unhappiness.
From vibes and frequencies. And I noticed myself, I'm like, dude, your happiness makes me, like, it irritates me. And I'm like, why?
I love
What's
it.
so
dude.
wrong with that, dude? You know?
I
Like,
got to a point where I'm just here. I find happy people beautiful.
yeah.
That's just how it works, you know.
What do you think about those? I'm sorry to interrupt. I really sorry. But
Go
what
ahead.
do you think about those genuinely or disingenuine happy people? Do
You
you
can
kind
feel
of
it.
steer clear and like?
You can feel it, you
Right.
know. They're salty.
So it's up to intuition. Got
It's
you.
really
What were you gonna say?
I don't remember.
Oh,
But
sorry.
your body, your intuition is really just giving you all the code that you can't access. That is all subconscious.
Right.
So you kind of have to listen to it, unless it's been wrong many times.
Yeah.
Then you have to calibrate it.
Recalibrate.
Yeah. So that you can actually be like, hey, dude, I can listen to my intuition. I can flow through life, no problem.
Very interesting.
Like sometimes my brother is like, he's like, how do you calibrate that? It's like you just have to try it out.
Yeah, that is a good question. How would you recalibrate that through trial and error? Is
It's
that what you
always
mean?
trial and error. Yeah.
Interesting.
So you can be like, there's particular information that you can learn and integrate in your life that will maybe make you make better decisions, which will be the intuition level. As soon as you actually know that, instead of just kind of half-assing believe it,
Right.
then after you know it, it's integrated.
Meditation.
Meditation works because there's the specific meditations that you can do.
Well, you're focusing on focusing, and then you're reflecting on shit that's causing you trouble. So you get a moment to just reflect truly and kind of dissect why the fuck you feel that way. And also, it kind of helps to like have another person to talk to bounce all your
Of course,
ideas
yeah.
off. You know, it's a form of therapy. But going back to that,
There's Andrew Huberman was talking about that there's two kinds of meditations that are mainly used. And he's like, there's the focus meditation, and there's the
oh, the in and the out, right? The looking on the inside and then focusing on the outside. Is that what you mean?
no, there's focus and non-focus based.
Oh fuck, I fucked that up.
So I don't remember the other one what it's called, but it's mainly one is like, for example, you can close your eyes or open your eyes on either one.
Right.
But let's say on the focus one, you literally just focus on a particular thing, whether it's a object or it's in a particular thought. You know what I'm saying? And then you just do that and try to hold it. Try to hold that focus. That's one type of meditation.
Hold the focus. Okay.
So it's just like if you're trying to like, let's say you're trying to focus on one thing. When you're trying to meditate and you open your eyes, pick one little dot somewhere and focus on it. And every time that you start like wavering towards something else, back to it.
I see. So
You
you're going
know?
for duration, not analytical purposes, like multiple things about that thing. It's just how long can you focus on that point
Right.
for a long time.
And
That's
then-
what I was confused on.
Yeah, and then he's like, that's the other one where the example he gave is like you just go into meditation however you meditate. Some people
Right.
lay down, some people sit down. And they're like, you just close your eyes and then just let your mind go wherever it goes without any judgment,
Oh shit. So uncontrolled thoughts versus focused thoughts?
basically.
Rad.
And
Continue.
he was talking about convergent and divergent thinking. That's what he was calling it. And divergent meaning the first one, I think. I don't remember. Those are words.
Me neither.
I
We'll
don't
figure
remember.
it out.
But one is mainly you're focused in on a particular thing that makes sense, and the other one doesn't make sense, or
Right.
you're not trying to make sense out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like one was like, you think of a pen, and then you think of every scenario that the pen could be in, whether it makes sense or doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And then the other type of thinking is if he tells you plane, not plane, but he tells you water, engine, wing. He's like, what do you think of it? What do you think that has those three things in common?
Water, engine, and wing.
Right. And what he said is a plane that lands on water.
Uh-huh.
You know? And he's like,
Or for me, it'd be a speedboat or a motorboat on a boat.
right, something like that, but it doesn't have wings. Those don't
It
have
could.
wings.
It could. You're
They
right.
don't.
The propellers. You're right. You're right. They don't have wings. Sorry. You're right.
But it's
It
like
would be a water plane.
he's
type
like
thing.
one is attempting to make sense out of those three words, and the other one is just allowing your brain to go off that one word.
That's
and-
interesting.
Yeah. So one is focused on the ability to make sense, and the other one is not so focused on the ability to make sense, just on the ability of how many places can you put that pen in, whether it makes sense or doesn't.
Do you know why each one is beneficial?
Mainly for creativity.
So one is creativity, one is more focus based.
You need both for creativity.
Oh.
Because mainly you need to let loose,
Right.
which is the
Think outside the box, essentially, right?
yeah. Just what if it makes sense, cool. If it doesn't, cool.
Right.
You know. So that's kind of thinking outside
Rabbits
the
are
box.
orange. Not really, but okay.
Yeah. So he's like, you do that first. He's like,
Right.
so you let your mind just go wherever it can
Mhm.
with whatever you wanna work with,
Right.
and
right.
then after you have all these places that you went to, now go back to those places and mark off the ones that don't make sense, or they're not in good. You can't apply at the moment.
Okay.
And that will lead you to be the most creative. You know, because you basically just went full on creative mode, just full on imagination, put everything that you can together,
Mm-hmm.
and then you get rid of the stuff that doesn't work.
Oh.
Yeah, but
Okay.
those are the main two types of meditations that he talked about. Okay.
Radical shit,
Okay.
bro. Radical shit.
But we were talking about cause and effect.
Yeah.
All right. So he's
Cause and effect.
he said everything is connected to the principle of cause and effect. For each cause of one thing is merely the effect of something else. Going back to the very beginning.
Very beginning.
Ask yourself, are you a cause or are you an effect? This principle is all about acknowledging the effects of your thoughts and behavior and how we may change them to bring out greater effects.
The cause is sex. The effect is a child. Usually.
Sometimes.
I was going to say.
But like, for example, earlier, like they says, are you a cause or are you an effect?
You're a little bit of both, aren't you?
You can be. You can be. Like earlier I asked you, what makes you think?
Yeah.
What leads to your thoughts? And you were telling me you're
Just people around you.
yeah, so,
Like influence, in a sense.
right. So in a sense, you're an effect.
Right, because you're working off of other people's
Boom.
causes.
And then I was over here when you asked me the same question. I was like, well, my purpose decided that.
Cause.
Boom.
Shit.
I was like, wait a minute, we kind of just did that.
That was beautiful. So, but doesn't that tie into what Jocko and Andrew were saying about generators and
Oh yeah.
and what was it? It's not producers. It's perceivers or something like that. It's generators and then perceivers. Or?
No, it was generator and something else. It's
Yeah,
somebody that
with a P, right? Like
it's something that gets influenced by something. I don't remember.
fuck. Look it up. You have to look it up.
I don't remember actually. You're
Generators
right.
and
It's the exact same thing though.
yeah, projectors, generators and projectors.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you, YouTube. Anyway, generators and projectors. So, in that, yes, it ties that into cause and effect. Projector, you're projecting the effect,
Right.
You know?
You're the effect.
or the effect of what's causing.
Right.
What's causing you is the effect of which you're projecting. You know?
Right.
And if you're generating, you're obviously generating the cause
They're
of
causing
the
it, yeah.
effect.
It's on
So,
purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I always tell you about the purpose shit. Because you have to come up with a particular purpose. Because that will lead to your thoughts. and your thoughts will lead to particular
very
actions.
wise.
It's like, it works. Dude.
First, figure out your purpose, though. Figure out your purpose, my friends.
Know what
we
you
all
wanna do.
have one. We all have a
what you wanna
purpose.
There's an overall aspect of purpose, which is the Earth purpose. Like, what are you on this planet for?
Mm-hmm.
And then there's within that.
Within the self purpose.
Yeah, then there's the human fact.
Okay.
Because within the planet, we're here to bring up everything one level higher. In whatever area you want. It could be science.
We're doing a shit fucking job.
I'm not. Some people are.
Good shit. Good shit.
I'm trying. And then there's people that are not doing such a good job. But our purpose is generally that, to bring everybody, or in general, the planet one level higher.
One level higher, right? You want to leave it better than when you found it.
Exactly. That's it. That's literally our job.
Yeah.
For everybody, every generation, is for you not to ruin the generation, like, domino effect.
Yeah.
Because as soon as
don't fuck it up, bro.
As soon as you fuck it up, it goes horribly wrong.
Horribly wrong. Then we're all fucked.
Right. And then you're like, why is the world so shit? It's like, you made it this way.
Gee, I wonder why a place looks like shit. Gee, I wonder who's dropping their trash on the floor instead of the garbage.
Exactly.
You know,
so it's a problem.
Sorry. Hey, don't drop your trash on the floor, people. You got this.
Or you go to jail. In some places they do it. Like in Japan, everything's super clean, because if you do drop something on the floor, you're going to jail if you don't fucking pick it up.
Yeah, man. And they got surveillance up in there, too. They'll find you.
They're like,
they know exactly where you're breathing.
Like, I was like, because it's not tolerated.
At all.
And they should kind of do that over here as well.
They should, but they shouldn't take it to two extremes. Like, it should be seriously informed. Yeah.
I want it extreme. I want it to
what
be
kind of extreme, though?
Like, every time they see you fucking, especially probably in cameras, you know, because they're gonna have cameras everywhere eventually.
Yeah.
And they're gonna be like, hey, dude, we saw you fucking drop this trash, and actually, not it's the fact that you dropped the trash isn't the problem. It's the
that you
fact
didn't
that
pick it up. Yeah.
It's the fact that you saw it didn't go in.
Yeah.
And you were like, meh, then you're in trouble. You know what I'm saying? They're like, okay, $200 fine, bitch.
Yeah, what about laws? Because then you gotta come up with laws too, bro. What if you come about and you see trash on the floor? Are you obligated to pick it up? You're now fucking liable because you saw you didn't pick it up. Boom, $50. You didn't put the trash there, but you saw and you did nothing about it. Now that's gonna piss a lot of people off.
No, you won't get punished for not picking it up, but you will be rewarded for actually picking it up.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah,
that makes more sense. An incentive rather than a punishment.
They're like, well, the people that dropped it will get charged $200. But
the people pick it up.
And the person that picked it up gets at least 100.
At least 100.
You know. Or
that's a good incentive, bro. That's a good incentive. I like that. I'll do that around. Shit, you can do that around your own house, bro.
Like, it still becomes not tolerated.
Right.
You know, because it's only gonna get dirtier. The more people don't care, the dirtier it's gonna get.
Fuck those people.
So not good. Not good.
Care about your Earth, people. Come on.
All right. So you can be an effect or a cause. You can be
a generator or a projector.
Boom. Make your choice, fucking puppets.
Make a decision. The string holder or the puppeteer? Wait, the puppeteer or the puppet? Fuck. See, John? See, John? Fucking shut up.
Choose your outcome. Choose your character.
Choose your... Yeah, I was going to say that.
All right. And then, all right, so we talked about that. And here it says how to apply it. I guess I could read that part real quick.
Yeah.
When something doesn't go as planned, or you find yourself unhappy, John.
What the fuck, bro?
John, ask yourself,
shit.
What's the cause?
To me. What's
the cause?
Okay. Me
many
being
times,
a jerk.
Many times.
Me being a jerk.
Ready?
Yes.
Many times we find ourselves reacting to the world around us, John. Trapped in the back and forth of reacting to our circumstances rather than forging our own path. Okay?
I'm humbly listening.
When we take action to get the effect we want, we move from feeling like a victim to feeling empowered.
I need to work on this.
John. Alright.
I accept it.
So just become the cause, dude.
Cause of good things. Don't be the cause of asshole things. You know? Don't be the cause of
that shouldn't even be a question. If you're questioning
hey, man. Sometimes it's not even like I don't even mean for it to be, bro.
If that's in question, work on that first, and then get to this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So first, do that.
Okay.
Get rid of your
ego, Deflate your
morals.
ego.
You have ill morals. Get rid of them.
No, I just have resentful thoughts. You know, like ties
Right,
back
right,
to
right, right.
why you think it shouldn't
But you
be this
know
hard.
not to do that.
Right. But sometimes you just don't care and you like kind of do things. Your
But, like,
demeanor's
you're-
just very dismissive and you're like,
Oh,
fuck.
okay, yeah, I know
You know
what
what
you
I'm
mean.
saying?
I know
You're
what you
just
mean.
you're through with it. But in terms of that, you need to check your body. You need to be like, yo, your demeanor, you're acting like a little bitch right now. Your mindset, you're hating on
Right.
fucking people because of bullshit reasons.
So you
Just
need
drop
to
it, you know?
Yeah, basically.
Just
yeah.
drop it. Just drop that weight. Whatever you're thinking of, just fucking drop
That's what
it.
meditation works too. I think you need to meditate.
I do need to meditate because, man.
You need to do that meditation that allows you to create some distance between your thoughts and you.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Facts.
That's all it is.
Mental control. More mental control, mental willpower, and patience.
And then the
You know?
principle of gender.
Oh, shit. Moving on to the last one. Here we go. Last
Why
one, last
not?
one, last one is gender. So what do you
Alright.
think? What comes to gender? What comes to mind when you think of gender?
Men and women.
I love
Masculine and feminine.
it. I love it.
I
I love it.
the masculine and the feminine. Okay, let's not
yes.
make this complicated.
Don't overcomplicate it, folks. Just don't do
And
it.
in the same, let's include everybody just so it doesn't get a little weird. You know,
You're all included.
there's the law of gender implies the law of polarity. Okay, so there are extremes, but there's everything in between. Okay.
Everything in between.
So calm down if you're about to come at us for some bullshit that you create in your fucking head. Anyways, gender is everything, or gender is in everything.
Facts.
Everything has its masculine and feminine principles.
Facts.
Gender manifests in all planes.
In
okay?
varying degrees as well, does it not?
Of course, because of polarity and vibration and cause and effect and all this stuff. And then the seventh principle states that all things have masculine and feminine qualities. Yes, the two sexes can be thought of a physical manifestation of this principle, but as we're all coming to understand on an internal level, all of us hold both energies, you know?
Yeah.
Specifically Adrian, he can be a little gay. think the left and the right brain, you know? And then masculine and feminine energy exists not only in the physical plane, but in the mental plane as well, and in the spiritual plane as well.
Really?
The unity of these two energies is essential for creation. And when one has a balance of both, they better be able to apply all the principles together for maximum benefit.
You just said the two of those make creation, right? Both of those aspects make creation.
Yes.
Man and a woman make creation. So when a man fucks a woman, they get a baby. That's creation, bro.
That's biology.
That's
guy.
biology, but that's essentially what they're talking about too, no? Like
They're
you put
talking about
one,
the
you put the
universe,
other.
though.
In that sense, yes,
They're
but
talking about in there. They were talking about the universe.
I'm talking about fucking. No,
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
you're talking about making babies out there.
Fucking making babies and shit, you know? Being a parent responsibly.
But in the aspect of creation of the universe, that's what they imply.
Right.
there. They're talking about chaos and order.
That's very interesting.
You know, so one you could choose which one's the male and which one's the female. Females can be very chaotic.
Right. But wouldn't you?
But it could be the female also that creates the order for the man.
Right.
So it depends where you're coming from, you know.
Yeah.
But the fact is that there's chaos and order.
Yeah.
That's the fact.
I was gonna say also, like, you could say masculine traits are more like destructive or like strong or like very intense kind
Right,
of.
It can be.
Right. And then you'd say feminine traits are more like creative based, nurturing based, kind of like.
Literally, they create babies.
You know what I'm saying?
Literally.
So like one is destruction based, kind of not really just so much destruction, but like a strong force, you would say.
Right.
And then there's another of strong nourishment, nurturing,
Right,
and
right, right.
and cultivation. You know, so you need to have the strength to destroy your shackles, but also nourishment and curate yourself and to be a great human being.
Right, that creates balance. Yeah.
Balance.
Balance. The
Ultimate
yin and the
balance
yang.
by moderation and effort and patience.
So it really lies in everything.
It really does.
There's creative, and there's what's the opposite.
Destructive, boom, boom,
No.
motherfucker. Sorry, I was
We're
very
talking
destructive
about
as a child.
We're talking about like in our mind. There's creative aspects, and there's what is the other one?
Destructive.
No, it's logical, dude.
Oh, I'm very.
Rationality.
Let me take a step back here.
There's rationality and creative.
Creativity
Artistic,
and logical.
yes,
right?
artistic or logical.
Okay.
There's one that's pure order and one is like
Chaotic.
let it go, dude. Do
Right.
whatever it does, dude. Which is
unfocused,
chaotic.
right?
Right.
Unfocused, chaotic, more honed, disciplined.
And
Gotcha.
one is necessary in a particular.
They're both necessary, but in different aspects, right?
Right. There's a right. There's both. They're both tools, but you can't use. One is a hammer, you could say, and one is the nail. I guess not really.
No. Because the nail you're using in place to create whatever the fuck. So I mean, if you
That's
can.
wrong. I'm stupid. But
I tried to help you.
but what I meant is that they're both necessary, but they're necessary at different levels, whatever scenario you're in.
Yeah.
You know, because sometimes you need logic to figure shit out. You know.
Yeah.
But after shit's figured out, you get creative.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I guess you need one and then the other, and then it goes back to the other one and keep going back and
It goes
forward.
back to rhythm and polarity
Rhythm,
and
bitch.
vibration, and then all these
Vibration,
beautiful
bitch.
fucking things, bro.
So you're always swinging from creative mode to logical mode and logical mode to creative mode.
You know, masculine mode, feminine mode. You know, you have a little bit of each and every day.
For real, for real.
For rizzle.
Some people more than others.
Yeah.
Some people get weird with that shit. I ain't gonna lie.
Shout out to those people. I'm kidding.
Wait, let's get weird out here. All right, let's see. How do we apply it according to this website on the internet?
Oh man, this might trigger a bunch of people.
It says, accept all parts of yourself and understand that balance.
Well, I was wrong. I was way wrong.
Accept all parts of yourself and understand
Accept
that
yourself.
balance in all is key for self-mastery. Buddha called this the middle way.
The middle way?
The middle way. The
Whoa.
in-between.
I learned something new today.
And it's all about the balance of the masculine and the feminine, of heavenly and earthbound, and of mind, body, and spirit. We can achieve this balance within ourselves. We're all well equipped to harness all of these principles and use them in our lives for good. For good. Okay?
For good. I have
so
trouble.
don't be
Please
using it
forgive
for
me.
a bad.
Don't be a dick.
'cause you're gonna get shot, dude.
Or
If this
punched.
all sounds like a lot, don't worry. Because these principles are the shit.
Principles are the shit, bro.
So we just gotta understand those aspects for the most part.
All right. Recap.
Recap.
7 principles were, yet again, final time we're going to mention them. Number 1, mentalism.
Mentalism.
Mentalism. Number 2, correspondence.
Yeah.
Correspondence. Hey, correspondence. As above, so below.
As above, so below.
As above, so below.
As
Number
within,
3,
so without.
as within, so without. Solid mind, solid body.
Yes.
Number 3, vibration.
Vibration.
Motherfuckers. Okay. And then number 4, polarity.
Polarity.
Up and down. Hot and cold.
Pendulum.
We didn't really discuss vibration though. What?
It's hard.
It is hard.
It's hard.
Atoms are moving. Everything is constantly still. And, everything is constantly vibrating, but to different degrees. Like what may look still is actually moving really fucking fast.
Nothing
and vice versa.
ever stops.
Nothing
if
ever
it
stops.
seems like it's stopping,
It's really not.
it's not.
It's just varying degrees of vibration. It could be on the lowest part, but it's still fucking vibrating.
If you're happy now, guess what?
You're gonna be sad later, bitch.
It happens. It happens. So learn to enjoy both sides.
Facts.
Okay.
All right. And then polarity. Like we said, hot, cold, light, dark, good, bad, bitch, hero, you know, like,
Boom.
you know what I'm fucking saying?
Men, women.
You know? Exactly. And then next up was 4, 5 is rhythm.
Rhythm.
What we just discussed today, coming back to the topics of today. We all heard it. Rhythm, back and forth, pendulum. You got, what are those? The pendulum swing?
Pendulum,
Yeah, it's just
So
a pendulum.
learn to view
what I'm
life
saying?
like a song and learn the rhythm of the song. And dance to that rhythm and you'll have fun.
Also, do what they said in Doctor Strange movie. You have to surrender to the current and use its power as your own. You can't beat a river into submission. You know what I'm saying?
Nature is such a strong force. You're never gonna be able to completely control nature,
You have to attune yourself to it.
but you can ride it.
Yes.
Okay, you can ride this nature flow, and be
Like a
a
fish.
master. Be a master, like
Motherfucker. All right, after 5 comes 6, which is cause and effect.
cause and effect.
boom. You know what I'm fucking saying?
You can be a cause.
Or you can be an effect.
What do you want to be?
A generator or a projector.
Which one do you want to be?
A thinker or a doer.
Maybe. Maybe
not. You never know. But okay, so lastly will be gender. How could we forget? Man and women.
Feminine
and masculine.
And everything in between.
Blue, pink, and everything in between. Rainbow colors and all that.
Creation, chaos.
Uh-huh.
It's very polar. Law. You know, it's really tied to the fucking law of polarity.
Yeah, it's cool.
But it
they're tied into each
more
other,
in depth,
you know?
you know? It talks about creation and talk about destruction. And how you need both a little bit to have everything work right.
You know what I'm saying?
You can't exist without one of them.
You know, a forest needs a wildfire every now and again to cull the overgrowth. But
like
from
for
that,
example,
you know, I was just giving an example. I'm sorry. What was your example?
Ahead. You go first.
I was gonna say the forest fire analogy. When a forest gets too large, there's controlled fires that are set to burn it into like more controlled, so it doesn't over fucking grow, because it does happen, but not to an extent to where it's burned too much. Because that's what happens when you see a lot of forest fires. They let it burn too much.
They just go crazy.
And they just go fucking crazy. But the burnt ashes and the burnt shit is fertilizer for the next cycle of the plant life, you know, but it takes time.
Yeah,
it's
the
almost like
of the forest does create nourishment.
Yeah, it's almost like a delay. Like, all right, the delay of the growth, I'm gonna trim you down a little bit, so now you have room to grow a little bit more. Right. You won't get out of control. A little bit of order. A little bit of order requires a little bit of destruction. In that sense, though, not in every sense, but in the forest fire sense. Right. What is your example?
I'll say the sun. The sun is a great example of this, because within the sun we have this fusion aspect that creates massive explosions. Therefore, chaos, right?
Okay.
But this chaos is held in a perfect bubble because of its gravitational force.
So all of our luck from the Earth is basically thanks to the sun?
For the most part, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Without the sun, we can't be here.
Shit. I mean, I kind of always knew that, but like, I thought it was more to like the big. No, I guess I don't really know what that's like. Sorry, continue.
But it's mainly we have the order that comes from the sun aspect that keeps the balance is the explosions, and then we have the gravity that holds the explosion in place for billions of years, you know? So you need the balance right there.
Yeah.
So there's the
destruction,
there's
barrier.
The gravity will be the
barrier.
Yeah. So that's without the gravity, everything will be exploding without
the organization.
Yeah,
the
it
chaos
won't be held
will get
anywhere.
too much.
Yeah, there'll be no use to it.
Right.
But with just gravity, there's no explosions.
Yeah.
So you need both.
Right.
So you need a push and a pull, and the push being here in that aspect is gravity pushing it in, but in the sense, I don't know.
Yeah, that's going too deep, my friend. I think that's escaping our comprehension.
because the sun is as the explosion's pushing out and gravity is pushing it in.
How do you explain that? Science.
Gravity, dude. We don't know how it works. We know it works.
So we just know that it works. We don't know how it works. That's right.
It works, dude. Look at it. It's out there.
It's
Unless
here.
you're fucking blind. My bad. My bad.
Literally right fucking
just go
here,
out there.
bro.
You can
Look,
feel
gravity.
the
Look,
sun.
gravity.
Boom, boom.
You saw it right here first.
That's why most things are circular in space. Not perfect circles, but they're spheres.
Spherical objects.
Spherical. And that brings to conclusion
of the 7 Hermetic principles that we have discussed from the viewpoints of one idiot to one, enlightened individual.
He says that.
I recognize that fact, man.
I don't say stuff like that.
No, I'm aware of the fact that I have much to learn, and you have slightly less. You still have as much to learn as I do, but you know a lot more than I do. I just recognize that fact.
You just know that I'm older than John as well.
Yeah, I forget that too.
It happens.
What, 3 years? So I'm gonna be 25.
I'm 27.
So yeah, 3 years.
2.5.
So when's your birthday?
July.
Yeah, January. What year?
Yeah, 95.
98. So yeah, 3 years.
3 years.
3 years. 3 years, a few months. Some
you learn a lot
like
in 3 years.
You kind of do, but
unless you don't.
Yeah.
Then
imagine 5 years.
Shit, I'm gonna be God by 5 years.
I don't know about that.
I'll be floating and shit like
I don't know about that.
ascension. I won't be
And if
here.
that's true, then why is certain things so?
I'll be
Potential or lack thereof.
or I'll make everybody acknowledge that they're God.
Or created of God. I got you. You're like, wait a minute.
That's just factual information.
I know. That's what I'm saying. And I was waiting for you. Like, you're a dumbass. That's a given.
All right, so
But
that's
yeah.
the conclusion to that aspect. And now we can talk about other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
I have one topic.
Go ahead, sir.
Talk about class. I want to talk about class.
Now, when you say class,
yes.
what are you implying by the word class?
There is...
Give some context to this word.
So there is a lot of things that go into class, I believe. I believe good mannerisms, good... you are courteous, you're considerate, a little bit considerate.
Considerate.
You're well-mannered, you can hold a conversation. And
are
you
talking
know...
about class as in
like social, like okay, in the sense
okay, yeah, bring
of
context
social.
to what you mean by this
yeah,
word.
yeah, in social, societal. Fuck, what's that word, bro? It's Do you not have any fucking not social manners, but it's
Structures.
no.
You want to talk about
Brain
class,
farting
you don't
right
even know
now,
what the fuck
dog.
you're talking
I know,
about.
but there's a word for it. It's
Shit.
fucking mannerisms, fucking social mannerisms, fucking just fuck. I can't. I'm brain farting right now. I can't come up
Are you
with the
talking
fucking
about
thing.
the different like types of classes, like
No.
like low class, middle class, high class?
No. I'm talking
Then
about,
tell me what the fuck
I'm
you're
talking
talking
when you
about.
go out in public and you have common decency. Common fucking decency.
Oh, so you're
Thank
talking
you.
about levels of decency.
Yeah.
That's what you imply
In
about when you say
society, bro.
class.
When you go into a certain level of class, yeah, you have a you consider common decency when you're out in public, right?
Right.
If you're classy or how you are filled with class, you could tell. There's certain things you wouldn't say, certain things you wouldn't do. There are certain mannerisms you have, very reserved. You're very considerate of whoever you're talking to. You know what I'm saying? You're considerate of your surroundings. So, like, in a sense, you wouldn't act up inside of a restaurant. If your kid is acting up, a classy person would take their kid out of the
Right.
restaurant, take that kid out of the environment so that way nobody else,
okay.
you know what I'm saying? Now do you kind of get what I'm saying a little bit? Like, just, but you see
What
how
was
it
the
involves...
word? What was the word you used before?
Fuck, I'm brain farting
I
again.
forgot,
God
dude.
damn it. Common decency. Common decency.
So you're talking about
I'm dumb.
decency in general.
Yes, common decency.
Okay.
But class is a lot, but common decency is tied into class because class, it also ties into consideration, consideration for your
Level of
surroundings.
consideration.
You wouldn't fuck inside of a movie theater. You could, but everybody's trying to watch a movie. You wouldn't fucking do that. You wouldn't have your phone
Why
on a movie
not,
theater
dude?
either. It's a movie theater. You don't have your conversations in a fucking movie theater.
Some people do.
I
No
know.
class.
Don't do that. No class, bro. So that's what I mean in that regard. You
you're
could
talking-
say
it's
social
like-
classes, but that's a topic for another day.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to gauge what you meant.
No, I
by
mean
class.
common decency. I've got it now. I've got that shit down.
We're talking about decency.
Common decency, consideration in public. Just having class in general. Like, you wouldn't say certain things in public. If you would fight, you would be like, "Yo, we're in public right now. Let's wait till we get home. Let's wait till we get to a place and we're more in private where we can
Right.
discuss this without, causing a commotion or like putting people other at
Right,
ease."
like females. Some
Yeah.
females that have no class, they're yelling at you in public.
Yeah.
Why? You're making us both look bad, especially the man.
Mainly you, but
It's-
me too, because I'm associated with you.
You're making the man look worse than you think, because you're obviously a fucking maniac, and now you're telling everybody this fucking guy is willing to deal with this fucking maniac. Don't be that person.
Please. Or do it. See what happens. Fuck around and find out.
You'll lose your value as a human. But class, yes. Be classy.
Please have class. I mean, obviously, do you live your best life, but
learn to be unclassy in private. Okay?
Yeah.
And that will lead you to have others perceive you as a classy person.
individual.
Okay.
An individual with class.
And also a person that is classy will have taste. Okay?
Yes, he'll be well dressed. He'll be,
So-
so
So that implies all that.
he'll be well groomed. He'll be, good looking. He'll hit the gym. He's conscious of his image through the world.
Class.
What is that? What does class mean to you besides the social?
Yeah, that's all I think
hierarchy.
when you say class.
That's it.
Or like a classroom.
Could be classroom classifications of the dichotomy chart and all that
Yeah,
bullshit.
there's like categories and stuff. You know.
Yeah, classifications. Yeah, that's what I
Right.
meant.
So I'm like, that's really it. I don't know about other types of class.
Classroom.
Just class C. It's just mainly class C. You know, like just be classy.
And we just talked about that.
yeah. So
Be classy, you know.
be a decent person. Don't be a piece of shit. But live your best life.
I'll do my best. I'll do
live
my
your best life without fucking others over. That's what makes you classy. Okay. And the other vice versa will make you a piece of shit.
Yeah, a
Low
lonely
class.
piece of shit. You'll have nobody left by you. Surround yourself with good, like-minded people. Keep your circle small, but still surround yourself with happiness.
Yes. Yes.
Word of the day, happiness.
Word of the day, dude.
Alrighty.
Alright, now we can talk about detachment.
Ooh.
How do we detach?
Uh,
I've learned to do it. I don't remember how I did it. It was too gradual for me to notice. Kind of just
yeah,
happened.
that's cool. I'm like, that's fucking cool, dude.
Maybe it was all the shrooms I did when I was young. Maybe.
Or maybe it was just the fact that, you know, you get to a point where you just don't give a fuck anymore. After
give a
after a
fuck.
certain level of experience.
Well, I give a fuck in a particular manner.
Yeah.
Like, I give a fuck about me. You know? That leads me to be detached from others' opinions. You know? Because it's like, why should anybody besides my own opinions matter? You know? Unless
you need constructive criticism. But you
but like that-
fairly keep yourself in
but you're
line, so that's
only-
not an issue for you.
Right. You only want criticism from people that are above your level. You know? That, and not in the sense that other people see them as above your level,
Mm-hmm.
but you acknowledge them as above your level.
Right.
You know? Because if you don't acknowledge them as above your level, you're going to be like, who the fuck are you?
Right.
You know? That will
Yeah.
come up. you know?
Yeah.
That's why I
'Cause
like
that's
to
what
listen to
happened-
people
yeah.
that are smarter than me.
Mm-hmm.
Like Andrew Huberman or Robert Sapolsky or like Jordan Peterson figures like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, those people are fucking smart. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
they
saying?
are.
So I'm like, let me listen to what they gotta say, and I'm not always like they're 100% right, because they still have their own biases,
Yeah.
but they try their best to be objective. You know,
When the fuck did that get so low? Whatever. Should be fine.
so they try their best to be objective.
Yeah.
You know, so which I like, and they understand a bunch of shit, which I can acknowledge.
Yeah.
Because it makes a fucking lots of sense.
Yeah, it does.
So
You have to acknowledge your
listen to
senpai.
those. Exactly. So I listen to those guys that make sense.
Yeah.
If it doesn't make sense, it's because you're talking nonsense.
Don't talk
Which means
fucking
it's not,
nonsense.
It's not
bro.
reaching my brain, dog.
It's
okay?
fucking nonsense. Sense of
Literally,
the non.
I can't feel it in my brain, dude.
You have to feel it in your brain.
A little tingle. Like, oh shit. Like, goddamn.
Oh fuck, bro. Just
Shit like that. It's like, oh my god. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
a little on a different note, on
Yes.
the second side of that coin of what you're saying. It's hard because you do acknowledge that your superiors know more than you, and that's why
Yes.
you acknowledge them as your superiors. However, you have to also take consideration to, like, knowledge comes from anywhere. You know, like in my
Right.
case, bro, I was doing something. I was hanging up this barrier. It keeps out flies from my uncle's house, and my little cousin was telling me, he's like, yo, you don't do it like that. You do it like this. I'm like, shut up, little ass kid. You don't know
Shut
shit.
up, kid. You're dumb. You're a
Exactly.
child.
You don't know shit. So, and then I was struggling with it for like a good 2 minutes, and then I was like, man, fuck. He lives here. He may know about this
So
shit.
how about
I
you
clearly
try it?
don't. And I asked him, and he was like, yeah, you got to do it like this. And when he told me, I was like, oh fuck. So
Right.
in that sense, I am his superior.
Right.
I know more than him, but in the sense
Not
that
in that-
pertains to
not in
that,
that sense,
he
yeah.
knew more. And just
Yes.
because he was younger than me does not mean that, you know, he's my superior overall, but in that little sense, he knew more than me.
Right.
Even though he's younger than me, it's like you gotta give the little man his due. You know, you gotta be like,
Right,
all right,
right.
you knew some shit I didn't. You know, but you also have to be like, don't be so prideful to be afraid to take knowledge or wisdom or advice, even from an unlikely source. Is what I was trying
That's
to
for
get
sure.
at. You know,
That's for sure.
that taught me.
Yeah. That's why I just like to talk to people in general.
Yeah, I need to not. I'm so I'm biased, man. I judge subconsciously so harshly, and then I find out that these people are genuine, and I'm like, man, I'm a piece of shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I really have fucking. I gotta reflect on a lot of shit, bro. I'm not a cool guy. I am a cool guy, but
all you have to do is settle thoughts. So be
Yeah.
like, just define it for what it is, and just acknowledge what it is.
Mhm.
And if you're in a positive or negative pole, you move towards the other one.
yeah.
But you first have to acknowledge it.
Yeah. I think it's intensity. I'm such an intense person. Sometimes my intensity can just veer off into other forms of intensity.
Yeah, you're emotional, not in the sense
yeah.
that you be crying, but you have a lot of
intensity.
emotional
Yeah, I'm
energy
intense.
in you, yeah.
Yeah, so
Like for me, I have,
that makes sense. So I need to
have
learn
little
to
to
soothe
no
that.
emotion for the
Right.
most part. I'll smile and shit,
Right.
but it's not like I'm overly smiley happy,
Right.
or I'm not overly sad. Like
You're just there.
yeah, something sad could happen. I'll be like, that's
Damn,
sad,
it's a
dude.
piece of shit, dude.
It's
And
like,
just walk away.
type
Like,
shit. I'll be like, that's sad, dude. All right,
yeah.
you know.
Anyway, like.
So I guess I have that sense of detachment in that aspect,
Mhm.
you know, where I can be like, I can feel a particular emotion and enjoy it, whether it's bad or good. Like I can listen to, most people can do that. They can listen to a sad song and enjoy it. You know,
Yeah.
you know,
Like truly enjoy it, because then they get a little in their feelings.
Without getting
and they're
down.
like- Yeah, without getting down,
down.
it's very rare. But yes, I've done both.
like I listen to really emotional songs that are semi-sad, but in the way that it
No, I thought you were
allows-
talking about like the straight depressing songs, bro,
It
and then
depends
feel
what is-
happy about
what is
that.
though? No, who does
You know what I'm
that?
saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I thought. That's
Well-
what I'm like. I don't know about
now,
all that.
Now mainly I'm listening to songs that are
Like Linkin Park, you would say, right? It's not truly sad,
That
but
shit's
there are some
depressing.
fucking yeah.
that's the what they say in it. It's depressing.
Exactly.
But it has that energy of fun, like it's enjoying.
There's an intense level to it.
Yeah, but that motherfucker killed himself, so
R.I.P.
that's sad as fuck. And
That
he
is
died
sad.
on my birthday. He
R.I.P.
died July 20th. That's my fucking birthday. I was like, Chester,
No.
choose another day, my guy. That's my birthday.
That's fucked up, bro.
I was like,
Oh shit.
it's another day, dude. Could have been any day. And you chose that day. But I guess
Bro, that's fucked.
every day is somebody's birthday.
Yeah,
I
someone's
guess I got
dying
lucky
every
he
day
chose
too.
my day because I can remember him all the time.
I
You know?
guess.
I like singing like him too.
That's both
I'm not gonna
positive
commit
and
suicide
negative.
though.
You know, what a piece of shit, dude.
I'm just saying, I'm not gonna do it. You know, I learned from him. Apparently he's been through a lot of shit.
Oh yeah,
Apparently, you know, he committed suicide. You know,
it's fucked up to say this, but who really hasn't been through a lot of shit?
I haven't been through too much shit, but I don't think of myself like way.
That's good though.
Like I was
it's good and
listening-
bad.
I was listening to this personality analysis guy,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, some people don't really see themselves as like, oh, I feel this and feel that about this situation, you know. I'm really not like that. I'm like, thing happened. That's it. You know, I'm not like, this thing happened and I feel this way because of it.
Well, yeah, you don't get
It
caught
just-
up in the emotion aspect of it.
For some
Clearly,
reason.
that
For
you
some
just
reason.
think past it. You're above it. You're
I'm like, shit happens, dog.
wow, man. You're mentally like elevated. I would
Detached.
say, yeah, detached.
Yeah. In a healthy way, okay? I guess
I don't
could-
know, man.
I guess I could.
If you turn into a serial killer, you're the
Yeah.
first person I would fucking look for. But
I
no,
could
I'm
murder
kidding.
someone
I'm
without
kidding.
feeling anything.
That I believe. I'm kidding.
Not really. No.
No, of course not.
Maybe.
Uh,
Shout out Satan, dude. But yes.
I don't know about you no more, dog. I'm kidding.
Learn to detach yourself from your emotions, not in the sense that
Not too
you're
far.
becoming numb.
Yeah.
'Cause
Don't want to be numb.
that implies that you're ungrateful for what you feel. Okay?
Exactly.
But you should be grateful for everything in your life. You know, and acknowledge that with sad times come good times, and with good times come sad times. That's life, you know. But you gotta, when the sad comes, really dive in it.
Mm-hmm. And
So that-
feel that sadness.
Yeah,
so that way when
because
you're happy,
that's the way
you
it goes
can
away.
feel the
Yeah,
happiness.
you don't. The sadness won't go away unless you dive in it.
Yeah.
That's the only way.
Yeah.
You know. So if you wanna cry, hey, Go in your little room, cry. Don't cry in front of others because you're a bitch now.
You a bitch. Don't do
I'm
that.
just
No one
saying.
fucking cares either.
Unless you're a
dog.
girl, then you're like,
Yeah.
who cares? Girls cry.
Yeah. Dude,
Men don't cry.
the worst thing that I've ever experienced is like making someone cry. Like you were unintentionally like a jerk or you did something. Even in school I did this.
I haven't done that in a while.
You know, it fucking hurts. You know? It's not a good feeling. It's a wretched fucking feeling.
That's when you gotta be like,
Hey, I'm sorry, man.
not really.
You said not really? You said not really? Ruthless, bro. Okay.
You gotta pull that. I'm sorry you cried, but I'm just being real here.
Wow.
You know,
I feel it.
be like,
That's
can't be
horrible.
sorry for something that's true, and then they start crying.
Yeah,
more.
but if it is your fault, if it is true
It
on your
depends.
part,
It
you know what I'm
depends. Are they
saying?
trying
You're
to
a piece of shit.
manipulate you with tears?
That,
Or are you
yeah.
truly being an asshole?
Yeah, manipulation through tears. Yeah, of course. If you stand there
Yeah.
unfazed, everyone's gonna know based off of your reaction. Because if you, that they're full of shit. Because if you do, you'll feel bad. Be like, man, this girl's fucking crying. Oh shit. You know, you'll feel your demeanor's slightly lower. Your head is bowed. You know, you could tell that they feel sincere. If you're if this bitch is standing there and this motherfucker is like kind of like just looking at her in disbelief, like this mother, like really, and they have that kind of like aghast look in their face, like this is really fucking happening, but they're not serious about it. They don't
Right.
seem genuine. They don't seem concerned for the fact that they're crying. They're just like
You're like,
very standoffish about it. You know that's probably a good chance that chick is manipulating the situation
They're
to,
like,
to
"This
fuck
doesn't
with that
work.
dude, bro.
this doesn't work. Why are you crying?
Exactly.
I literally said nothing that would make anybody cry. You're just crying because you want to end this stupid conversation.
Either that or you want to make me look bad.
That's the worst.
That's the worst thing. That's what I'm talking about. That's
Be
the
like-
worst
be
feeling
like-
ever, dog.
Be like, I'm not talking to you because apparently you're a bitch. First things first.
Yeah.
You're a bitch. And I don't want to deal with that shit.
You don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with that shit. So don't
Don't
be a
be
bitch.
that
That was good.
Don't be that person. But learn to detach yourself from your emotions
That was good.
and learn to maneuver the world in a smooth manner.
Learn to not be a bitch. You know
And
who you are.
And the way to maneuver the world in a smooth manner is by knowing the way it works. Okay? Because if you don't know how it works, you're a lost little puppy.
Well, just like
You're a
chess.
lost little puppy.
Just like chess. Just like anything, bro.
Exactly. Chess is a good example.
Chess grandmasters go off the same rules that you do. They just have a better understanding of said rules than
Right.
you. That's why they fucking destroy you.
Imagine playing chess without knowing how to play chess. You're just fucking
You're fumbling.
guessing.
Exactly.
You're guessing and not even an educated guess.
Even like say if you're playing chess and then you try to move without the knowledge of chess and your piece moves back if you make a correct
And the guy's
incorrect
like,
move,
"No,
you know what I'm saying?
You can't do that.
Or even your piece just does it automatically. You can't. Nope, doesn't let you. It's like what the fuck,
It's
bro.
like-
Then you got to take time to figure out and learn.
And
then you it's
trial and error, dude.
trial and error, yeah.
So
But yeah,
learn
man.
shit.
Learn shit. Learn
Learn
how to
shit.
do shit, and then
Specifically.
learn why shit does the way the shit does, and then fucking do the shit.
Like there was a point where I was like, so you gotta learn shit, right?
Yeah.
This is part of life.
Learn how to do shit.
So guess what I googled or YouTubed, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
I was like, so, what's the best way to learn stuff?
Podcasts.
No, just in general.
Or information,
I saw a bunch of TED
ebooks.
Talks about it. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And there was one guy, I don't remember what his name was. He was like, oh, you really need to learn anything, like specifically like a skill, it takes about 20 hours. And they don't have to be just like you're there 20 hours trying to learn it. It's just 20 hours accumulated onto it. You know what I'm saying? So you can learn 30 minutes one day, and then the next day another 30 minutes, and then the next day keep going like that. And when you accumulate those 20 hours, you're semi-good at it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but then there's that 10,000 hour rule, which makes you a master. But you don't have to be a master to be capable of doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But most people are scared, first, of sucking at it, which everybody sucks at it at first.
Mm-hmm.
But then they're like, it takes time.
And
know?
effort.
And effort, you know, which you should come and accept that.
Mm-hmm.
You don't accept the fact that learning skills takes time and effort.
It's a constant progression forward.
Yeah, you're gonna be fucking behind everybody.
Yeah.
Because you're not even willing to put time or effort because you're like,
I'm a lazy piece
why?
of shit.
Why can't the world just change? Like, can it be easy? Or
What
you're
the
a
fuck,
bitch.
bro? You
You're
are a bitch.
Maybe.
Maybe
or you're
not.
just dumb.
Or you're just unmotivated, undriven, and unhoned.
You can fix that.
You can fix that.
Go listen to Andrew Hooverman on the Hooverman Lab podcast.
Go listen to Andrew Tate go listen to Andrew Tate for 5 minutes.
Andrew Tate. He'll fix your life.
Yeah, man.
Go listen to the Andrews, okay?
Yeah.
The Andrews know the knowledge.
And the Jordan Petersons and the Jocko Willings and the David Goggins.
So you have to learn every aspect of life,
Yeah.
understand the way you work, and from that, you'll have all types of aspects open up to you. Hopefully. You know, not
Hope for the
everything is
best.
100%.
Hope for the best.
99 of the times it will work. If you're that 1%, go get help. Or don't. Do you.
Nah, do you. Go get help.
Do you.
You know what I'm saying?
Stupid.
I feel like we should take a break, see if the camera's still rolling. If it's not,
Oh,
you know.
that's a smart decision.
How are we looking?
Yeah.
We're looking good? Cool. Not too bad, not too bad.
We're here, 110.
Not too bad, not too bad.
All right, so we talked about
We talked about a
we
lot.
talked about the last 3 principles of the Kybalion. Then we talked about
Class.
then
We talked about detachment. Now we're talking about. Oh, we talked about not being a bitch.
That was
Briefly.
part of detachment.
Briefly.
though. If you're detached, you won't be a bitch.
Yeah.
You know. So
Don't be a bitch.
there's particular skills that allow your life to be smooth. You know.
Adaptability is one.
Right. But adaptability, you need that.
You
it's
need
not
that.
even. It's not even like if you don't have that. Are you a human?
Or you dumb.
You're most likely a fucking alien
You
that
have to
wasn't
be,
born
bro.
on this fucking planet. You were born on planet dumbass.
You just gotta be a rock, bro. If you're that sense, you don't have adaptability. You're just a fucking rock.
Basically, like you're
You know what I'm
changed by
saying?
everything. Even a rock has adaptability. God damn.
How the fuck does a rock have You know what? A rock in the water.
It changes.
You just change. Holy shit, you're right. Fuck.
Shit crazy out here. So if you don't
Fuck.
have adaptability, you're like, well, I don't know what you're like. You're like
Clearly not that.
you're not real, dude. For the most part.
Be like water. Be water, my friends.
The last aspect we can talk about purpose because that's important to have.
Hey
know your
man,
purpose.
I got some purpose for you.
Okay, go.
Drive.
Drive is not
motivation. No,
What do you
but
imply?
prospering.
Actually, I'm gonna ask you what you mean by that.
Okay.
All right, what do you mean when I said
Purpose.
purpose? Why did drive come into your mind?
Well, purpose, you need drive to get to your purpose. Your purpose is, my purpose is being capable. So I need drive.
Capable of?
Capable of everything.
No,
capable.
no, that's not how it works.
How so?
Because you can do anything, but you can't do everything. So you gotta choose.
I mean,
So
okay.
you can't
okay.
say capable of everything.
capable in relevant life aspects that allow you to have an interesting life. Okay, I obviously wouldn't develop my skills in basketball. Obviously, wouldn't develop
Exactly.
these skills in
So you have any
You know,
skills in mind that you would like to be capable of?
yes, financial skills, time management skills.
Okay.
Let's see, physical management skills, stress management skills, stress level skills for sure.
Yes, a guru says you don't want to manage stress. You should listen to that.
Really?
Yes, look that up
All
on
right.
YouTube. Be
Fuck.
like,
Here we go. Here we go.
no, right now,
Not right now, but
Just save it,
I'm gonna
save it.
YouTube it so I can watch it later.
So guru makes fun of people that try to manage their stress.
Really?
Yes.
Fuck, I need to hear this
don't
because
manage
this will be
stress,
amazing.
but
I still
look
need to
up-
finish the Jocko podcast. What the fuck?
look up Saguru managing stress. You're gonna learn something cool. Okay. It's dope shit.
Sadhguru.
Saguru is a smart individual.
Managing stress. Yeah, but going back to what I said about being capable in not all realms and aspects, but relevant realms. Because obviously, like I said, I'm not going to do it in football. I'm not going to devote my time to like fishing. You know, I do it to, you know, like boxing
It's
to
just
help you fight,
recreational.
jujitsu.
Recreationally,
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Just,
right.
you know, like
That'd be fun.
to live a healthy lifestyle. So
When I
you're,
have enough money, I'm definitely gonna go into
you know,
that.
you want to be well-rounded, meaning
Right.
you want to know how to fight, you want to know how to talk to people, you know, want to know how to take care of your body because you want to
That's
be
what I
there.
wanna do, yeah.
Especially you.
My body is cool, but right now I need to get better at being social.
Yeah.
You know, my social aspect is I'm not the best at that.
Yeah.
You know,
You just gotta know how to talk to people.
problem.
Bro.
You know,
Go to a job.
like-
Go work at Best Buy. Go deal with nothing
type
but
shit. I
people,
have
bro.
to do like some customer service.
You
type
gotta
job.
be
Yeah.
around people, man.
Like for
Yeah.
me, I just like being in my house, going on my computer, making some music, making some videos and shit.
You're a very introverted person,
I am.
but you choose to be extroverted at your own volition,
Right,
which is
'cause
still somewhat of an introvert.
Because I know
but,
it's a necessary aspect
yeah.
as a human.
But see, I have struggles with that too.
Yeah, but
All
you're
I know is
overly
work.
social, you could say.
What do you What do you mean?
Because you be talking too much a little sometimes,
Yeah,
you know?
you're right.
And I'm the opposite where I'm just won't talk. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So you just gotta just choose your words properly. And for me, I
Clearly.
just gotta just talk.
That's crazy, huh? That's crazy, huh?
You talk, you over talk.
I talk too much. You don't talk enough.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Shit, man. Watch that be the day where you start being a social butterfly and I'm just sitting there, top G, just chilling, silent as a bird.
I just want to talk
You
to
know?
people, but I think I stopped talking to people because I tried talking to people.
And everyone else is stupid, right?
Not necessarily
Sorry.
stupid.
Sorry. Fuck.
That's true too, though. There's a lot of dumbass people out there.
Fuck, bro.
But I don't want to call them dumb.
I say how I feel, bro. That's just it, man. I need to help that. But
Like
yeah.
I used to say that they were dumb, but now I'm just like they're uninterested on the same topics.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. You're right.
Like I be talking like, hey, this neuroscience shit, and people,
Bad Bunny,
yeah,
TikTok.
people
Yeah.
don't want to hear it. Yeah, people don't want to hear it. That's why I was like, it's easier to just create content online so the right people hear it.
Yeah.
Whoever wants to hear it, they look it up and they see me and they're like, hey, dude,
Hey,
let's
dude,
talk
that's
about
cool,
this,
dude.
you know what I'm saying?
Fucking vibes and shit.
Best way to do it.
Yeah.
You know, easy.
Easy
But
peasy.
then this is the same way you find people to talk to.
Yeah.
You know, by exposure. So you expose yourself to the world,
Hey, we can talk.
you know, and then the world will come to you and be like, this
Hey, you
guy's
wanna talk?
This guy, yeah, exactly. This guy's talk about this stuff. And eventually, you know,
Yeah.
like if somebody leaves a comment and they're like, well, you guys talked about this, and then I don't think this is like that, and that is like this. I'll be like, hey, dude, I like the fact that you are actually communicating with us. Would you like to be on a podcast with us?
Yeah.
Type thing, you know,
Yeah.
eventually.
Let's have some fucking
You know?
lunch, you know, chill out for a bit, talk about some shit, and then
Some
film a
shit like
podcast,
that,
you
yeah.
know?
Be
Lunch is on
"Hey,
us."
I'm out here just trying to talk, dude.
Yeah.
This is an experiment. An experiment that hopefully goes well. Hopefully.
It will go well. The more you do
I shall
it,
force it because I'm gone.
Yes. Just keep at it, man. The more you do, the better you get. Clearly.
And this helps at talking, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just in general talking.
Talking in general builds your social skills too, because you know
Exactly.
how to talk.
Like I wanted to do like what's it when you go in front of people and talk?
Public speaking.
Yeah. Get
Yeah.
good at that.
Motivational speaking, public speaking, what Jordan Peterson
that
does,
works,
lecturing, all that shit.
All that kind of stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Because it's like more social exposure.
Yeah.
So that you get rid of that sense of they're after me.
No, you can handle
trying
all
to
the
kill me.
eyes on you, because
Yes.
when you're a kid, even doing that shit in the classroom, I had to deal with a little bit of anxiety with that shit. You know,
Yeah,
I
like,
fucking
I
lost
think-
a little breath,
I
but
think I was listening to some Joe Rogan thing and they were talking about how it's not normal for people to be looking at you, especially like a whole group of people. That like the only time that happened was when something bad happened and you are at fault.
yeah.
So in your body, like biology tells
your
you
prediction
Yeah,
thing
it's
lets
like,
you know.
oh, fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So you gotta
Makes
like
sense.
you gotta override that by
With-
exposing yourself to
Yeah.
like
Whatever
social
information you're
speaking,
talking about.
motivational speaking, yeah, and then putting yourself in front of others in positive aspects.
Which makes you more comfortable with yourself
Yes.
and talking about
It
it.
just shuts that alertness off.
Right.
Because it can be annoying. That's why people have anxiety when they go out, like, talk to people.
Yeah.
Like, social anxiety, you know? The only way to get rid of it is by
Talking to people.
going out there and being social.
Yeah, and then not drinking so much, because just not being under influence, because those can hinder your social interactions. You know, because if you're too
Well, don't be
faded.
fucking shit-faced.
Well, you know, if you're too faded, you're not gonna want to talk because
Yeah.
you'll be talking inside your head all night. If you're
Right,
too
so-
fucking faded as in drinking too much, you're gonna be slurring. You're not gonna know what the fuck you're not
Yeah,
gonna
so-
remember what you're
so-
talking about.
So just like a light under the influence version of it.
I mean,
know?
I wouldn't suggest any influence, but yeah, sure.
Just
No
drink
one
a-
can do
drink
it. Just a little
The
bit.
right amount.
Half a shot. No. Just a shot.
I don't
And
even
then,
know, because if
you know,
I don't drink.
everybody's different.
So if I drink a shot, it might be a
Yeah.
little too deep already.
Yeah, 2 drinks, a little less than 2 drinks, because 2 drinks is average. That's what Andrew Huber and Jocko say about, you know, when you're drinking and shit. 2 drinks average, you should be good,
I'm
depending on your
fucking
average
perfect.
body
2
weight.
drinks,
you know?
bro.
Solid.
I'm feeling it.
Exactly.
Like 2 beers.
Yeah.
If it's like 2 hard liquor drinks, I'm fucked up.
Yeah.
Like that's it. I'm done.
Yeah.
Like somebody gotta drive me home now.
Oh, bro, I don't like drinking. That's another topic we should discuss, man. What kind of drunk are you? Do you know?
I'm happy.
You're a happy drunk?
I'm happy and touchy.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I feel it. I'm not a loud drunk.
I can be loud.
I can be though. Yeah, if I
guess.
really let loose, it does depend on the surrounding though. Because remember we were drinking at that party and everybody else was fucking loud as shit. We were just chilling, bro. We were reserved.
But it depends.
You know what I'm saying? It does depend on the setting. Because when I was drinking with my homies, and I was being loose because I'm in my home. I'm surrounded by comfort.
Right,
I'm in my zone.
Yeah.
I can let loose a little bit more.
I'll be loud as fuck if that was going on.
But
I'll be like, it's my house.
Exactly,
bitch.
exactly.
The
But my
fuck?
brother,
Who's gonna tell me to shut up?
my fucking
I dare
brother,
you.
bro.
I
Fuck
dare
you. Anyway, but yeah, he was fucking getting on my nerves because I was getting on his nerves. You know, like me being drunk, me being the way
he's
I
like,
am.
this guy,
He's
stop.
like, yeah, are you gonna be like this all night, bro? I'm like,
yes.
yes.
Yes,
If you don't fucking like it, there's the door. But I can't say that because then I'm the asshole. You
well,
feel
no,
me?
but you can if it's your house.
But
that's the way it
asshole.
works. No, that's the way it works. Be like, hey, dude, if I was at your house, you could tell me, hey, can you cool down? And I'll be like, sure, this is your house, respect.
Right.
But if it's your house, you can be like, how about, no, you shut up.
I feel it.
I'm just vibing, dude. How are you mad that I'm happy?
Yeah,
Like,
that's the logic of my fucking older brother for
Yeah,
you.
so
How are
it's
you
like-
mad that I'm
it's like,
having a good time
How are you
right
mad
now?
that I'm having such a great time? I'm not gonna listen to whatever you say. How about that?
You know
It's
what? You're
like,
right. I'm gonna use that next
fuck
time.
off. You
For
know what I'm
real.
saying?
Fuck off, dude.
Be like, I'm having a great
I
time.
love you. I do. But fuck off.
It's the family love, you know.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, it's good sometimes, but it's bad
I can
sometimes.
stand your presence for about 20 minutes after that.
It's like, shit, back up, you know. But yes,
Back up.
detachment. But yes, find purpose. Purpose. Your purpose leads to your thoughts. Your thoughts lead to your actions.
Competence. Competency. Be
Okay? Hey,
competent.
that's a purpose. You could have purpose, okay, as a competence, and you will get smart naturally.
You'll
You'll seek
durable.
understanding.
You can do shit, you know?
Yes.
I could be a fireman. Competent ass fireman, bro.
Yeah, but you can come to any endeavor.
Any endeavor.
Endeavor.
Not any, but not every endeavor.
Yeah, you can be competent in a lot of ways.
I want to become competent in all the relevant endeavors.
Yeah, that's
Time
why,
management,
that's why I
money
like,
management, physical management.
That's why I
all
just
that.
like neuroscience and anything that has to do with me as a human.
Mhm.
Not as in like Alexis me, but as in human me. You know what I mean?
No, elaborate further.
Elaborate. Like Alexis is cool, but I want to know how human Alexis part works.
Oh, so you want to know your biology, basically. You
Yeah.
want to know how your shit works.
I don't want to know how my body
internally.
and brain works.
That's cool.
Like Alexis, he's Alexis, dude. He works just fine. As long as you feed him the right parts.
Yeah,
But
that's interesting. I
the
never thought to
human-
look deeper.
I never thought to look
I never
deeper.
thought, cause shit. What do you want to know? I mean, this is my body. This is how shit works.
Yeah, because there's you as in John,
Yeah.
which is your psychological aspect.
Of me.
And then there's you as in your body,
Yeah.
which is your brain and everything else.
And your heart and your skin
All
and your
that
fucking
stuff.
organs and all that.
And I like learning how all that works. That's why I'm like,
It does
you can call
help, you
me
know.
health conscious. But
More
it's only
health
because
aware,
I
bro.
care.
Not even just health conscious. Yeah, but health conscious sounds like, no, don't eat fats. No, don't drink sugar. It's like, oh, all that shit. You
Right.
are, but
I'm not
just not to
necessarily like
that
that.
severe degree.
I'm like, dude, I'll eat sugar.
Yeah, it's not so
But-
much.
I know how to limit myself to particular areas.
Yeah. In an example, you told me about the sugars, the purple sugars, the pink ones, the artificial sweeteners. You're like,
Right.
yo, you're like, hey,
Don't do that.
But you said don't do that, and then you left me a choice. You're like, if you don't know what's wrong with that, go look it up.
Yeah.
See why that's wrong with you. And
I'm
I'm
like-
like, fuck. I didn't look it up. I took his fucking word for it.
You're
I'm,
like-
I'm
you're
dead
like-
serious.
you're like, I get
no
it.
more.
You're like, I get it. Don't do it.
Man, the fact that he didn't want to tell me and like, man, am I really gonna go look up just how bad this is? No, I'm just gonna stop doing it.
Like I think that's aspartame. I think that's aspartame, the sugar that's there.
Yeah.
It's just not good.
That's
it fucks
not
up
good.
your gut.
Oh, okay.
Not as in your fat gut, but as
Your
in
stomach gut, right?
Your microbiome.
Oh.
The little bugs inside of your colon and your small intestine.
Okay, yeah, we need those, huh?
Yeah, and then Splenda. Splenda, it's sugar, and then they molecularly. I
Refined
don't know
it?
if it's no, it's not. I don't know if it's molecular. I don't know if you call it that, but they mixed it with chlorine, and it makes it non-digestible, and it also makes
Chlorine?
It, yeah, and it also the chemical chlorine, not Clorox.
No, chlorine.
Yeah.
Like in a fucking pool?
Yeah, because it's not we need chlorine in our body. It's just part of the world.
Okay, that's
you know?
due to my failure of understanding.
Yeah, like
okay.
chlorine is not necessarily bad.
It's bad if you drink it in a pool.
Exactly, if
but,
you're
like,
drinking large quantities of it.
So why do we need chlorine in our body? I guess I
don't
could
know.
research.
Yeah,
I'll research that.
I don't know that deep.
That's
you
cool.
know?
But
there's
okay.
they mix it with chlorine, so it makes it non-digestible.
Okay.
So it makes it non-digestible, which means no calories, and it makes it 10 times sweeter, which means you need less to make it as sweet as sugar.
Right.
You know.
But what does that do? I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
It's also will fuck up your microbiome.
Yeah, like does that go anywhere?
You shut it out.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
disgusting though. I mean, you shit everything out, like corn.
Yeah.
Our shit doesn't
It's like
process
stevia.
corn.
Stevia, you naturally stevia is you could call it a chemical, but it comes out of a plant. You know?
Interesting.
Stevia comes from the stevia plant, and it's
Uh-huh.
just a sweetener that was naturally made by a plant that is non-digestible.
Okay.
Which all that means is that it's sweet to the tongue,
Yeah.
but it doesn't go into your blood.
Okay. Our body
you
doesn't
shed it
process
out.
it. You just shit it
No,
out.
you shed it out. Yeah.
Interesting.
That's the best one you can find.
Interesting.
Like there's sugar alcohols. Like this morning, you bought protein bars, remember?
Yeah.
And then in that protein bar, it had 24 grams of carbs. 4 of them were being sugar alcohols, and like 14 more being fiber. But the important fact is that 4 of them were sugar alcohols,
Sugar alcohol.
which means it's a sweet thing. It's not that one.
These don't have it?
Nah, it's just sugar, I think.
Oh.
It's sugar and fiber.
Oh.
But those had sugar alcohols, which all it means is just sugar that is not digestible, really.
See, this thing is coming off.
It's okay, we're about to be done.
All right.
But yes, like fiber, right? Fiber is a carbohydrate. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
I'm listening.
All right? Okay? So fiber is a carbohydrate. So
Fiber is a carbohydrate.
Yeah.
Hey, fiber is a carbohydrate,
there's
everybody.
insoluble fiber and there's soluble fiber, okay? One insoluble is the one you shed out. The one
Okay.
they tell you need for you to have
Healthy colon, right?
yeah, so you have solid shits. That's what it is, okay? It builds the bulk of the shit, okay? I'm just saying. So when you shed that out, okay, it's because you have fiber. If you're shedding weird shit, dude, fiber. Okay?
Hershey squirts is not good. You need
Yeah,
more
if
fiber.
you're squirting out shit, dude, eat some asparagus or something, dude. Calm down.
Oh my god, I'm
okay?
still immature. Dear God.
So,
What the
and then there's
fuck?
insoluble. I think the insoluble you actually digest it. So the soluble gets digested, it goes into your blood. The insoluble doesn't.
Get shit out. Yeah.
And it comes from plants mainly. Yeah.
Right. Right.
Could go deeper into that, but I don't know
You
if I want to
could.
because it's about to be an hour and a half, and I don't know if I want to go
No,
into that. you
this
know
is
what I'm
good right here. Well,
saying? But I'm just gonna go into it. Fuck
yeah.
it.
Hey man, remember, you're great.
I'm just gonna talk about this one part. Okay. So mainly plants, our bodies, we have cells, right? So do plants. Okay. Plants have cells too.
Yeah. Mitochondria and shit.
Yes. The one difference between us and the plants is that we have different. You know how they show you the cell?
Yeah, there's a
And
plant cell and the human cell.
Yeah.
One is circular, one is more like rectangular and shit, right?
They can be, yes.
Okay.
They can be. But the main difference is what the outside of the cell is made. The cell wall.
Yeah.
For us, it's made out of fat. Okay.
Uh-huh.
For the plants, it's made out of fiber, which is called a membrane. But it's legit. That's where you get all the fiber that you eat from plants from. So when you eat an animal, there's no fiber in there because it's made of fat, the cellular structure.
Mm-hmm.
But in plants, since it's not made of fat, it's made of this
Fiber.
fiber fucking material. You break up the fiber, but you can't break it down to the point that it's ingested.
Yeah, right.
So it only breaks it by like have you ever ate lettuce and you snap it and there's water coming out,
Yeah.
but you will shed the fiber of the lettuce out. Like sometimes you see lettuce coming out of your shit, or like when you eat corn, you know,
Yeah.
corn. You be seeing corn.
Yeah,
in your
I'll
shit.
see spinach. If I eat a spinach sandwich, I'll be seeing
Exactly.
the spinach.
So like in the
Gross.
corn, in the in the corn, the inside of the corn is soluble. The little white part inside of it, that's soluble. So your body does break that down and ingests it as a sugar.
But it shits out the insoluble yellow shit.
Yeah, it shits out the outside because that's the insoluble part.
I didn't know that.
We
so
learned
you do
some
digest
science
corn,
today,
You just don't do
dude.
it all the way. Huh? Shit, dude.
Yeah, that really just means you didn't chew it. You swallowed a whole corn.
Fucking gross, bro.
But your body does the job of squeezing the inside out, so it becomes empty. But it will shed the
husk, whatever you would call it.
Not the husk, because the husk is the center, no?
Oh, yeah.
Or the outside.
No, husking is when you take the white or the peels
So it's
off,
the outside,
right?
yeah.
So yeah, so that's not the right word.
Not right. But you know.
I mean, I guess it is. But
You be
the
seeing corn
shell,
in
the
your
kernel,
shit.
the kernel,
Kernel, yeah.
kernel. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm an idiot. Kernel.
Hey, you be shitting corn. I'm just saying.
You be
All
shitting
right.
kernels.
All right. So thank you guys for coming to the podcast this
Yeah,
time.
thanks for
Hopefully
watching.
somebody listens to this, you know?
Yeah, people are gonna listen to it.
Hopefully. If not, fuck you.
I don't know about all that. But if not, fuck it. You know, you'll come around eventually.
See
We're
you
here.
next
We're on
time.
the internet. We'll be around for a while. So.
See you next time. We'll talk about
See you
some
next
other
time.
topics.
Hey, man, don't forget, you're great.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3.